Okay. People should be able to hear now and see the D&D screen. I'm just gonna quickly clear the chat.
Understood. I will stop saying slurs.
Ah,
I
God.
that is Reverend, no, that's not what you say.
Oh no. This is going to go horribly.
Don't
Thankfully,
As
worry,
all
viewers.
things.
It was exclusively the one that everyone agrees it was dumb for Twitch to ban people over.
cool. Okay.
Reverend's gonna get you
So,
banned.
yeah, he will. Um, so, hopefully if there are actually people here watching, you don't have to worry too much about missing stuff, like was gonna have planned tonight, because, like, half of our players had to miss, so I'm doing a
I murdered
one-shot
them.
instead. Yes, you did. So, I would say, can you tell us what happened last time? But there is no last time. This is a one-shot. Unless you just want to tell everyone what happened during, what's it called? During the last session of D&D. What you did, specifically during the last session.
I wasn't here last session. I mean,
Yes,
at least
you
for
were here
Icewind
last
Dale.
week. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Last week, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I don't even remember what
I,
happened last week.
dragons.
Oh, oh yeah, murdered a child.
Oh right, the child slayer situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. We don't talk about that.
Yes, we do.
We talk about it a lot, actually.
I'm concerned.
So, let me just read some stuff, because I use ChatGPT to write this, because I am not good at describing things. The people, despite me being a DM, I am bad at descriptions, and the people in this call know that.
Mm.
The city name is real, though. You two are in the city of Lammas. It is a grand and bustling medieval fantasy city, the capital of the powerful kingdom of Udas. As the seat of power for the kingdom, it's home to a variety of different people, from wealthy merchants to noble families and artisans and craftsmen. The city is built around a central castle, which serves as the seat of government and residence for the ruling council of elders. The castle is an impressive structure with high walls and imposing towers that overlook the city and its surroundings. The castle's walls are decorated with intricate carvings and designs to pay homage to the kingdom's dragon-centric religion. Throughout the city, the influence of dragons is evident in the architecture and design of the buildings, many of which are constructed of both stone and wood with intricate carvings and decorations that depict dragons in various forms. Some of the most impressive buildings in the city are made from gleaming metallic materials such as bronze, silver, and gold, which further emphasize the dragon-centric. The city is divided into different districts, each with its own unique character and purpose. The central one is home to the castle and ruling council, as well as many of the city's wealthiest residents. And the merchant district is a bustling hub of commerce, with shops and markets selling a wide variety of goods and services. And that's where you are right now. What do you guys do?
Ooh.
What do you guys look like? Characters.
Ooh. I closed my hero forge. Gosh darn it.
Well, I'm
Um.
playing a
Oh, ignore that.
female owlin, owl folk. Um, wearing some uh simple scholars robes.
Alright. What about you?
Max Strike's a big burly man. Max Striker. Is a big burly man with a funny mustache, funny beard, and covered head to toe in plate armor. Cause
What type of
he's
funny
paranoid.
mustache?
Like the
Like,
Civil War kind of the sideburns go up into a mustache, that kind of mustache.
Ah, see,
Yeah.
I was thinking the Charlie Chaplin
so was
mustache.
I. That's the only thing I've heard people when they don't want to say who it normally belongs to.
No. No. No.
Oh fuck, I actually am gonna get you banned, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
You
Okay,
should mute
so
Revan.
you two meet each other. Introduce or else. Introduction.
You said we're in a tavern, right?
You're in the market district, not a
In the
tavern.
market district.
You're
Okay.
next to a tavern, but you're not in a tavern. Things different.
All right. Is there any scenes, particular like
Hold on.
interesting stalls? Or...
Interesting stalls?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people selling like a bunch of just random stuff all over, you know?
Okay.
Like exotic stuff. Some dudes walking around selling a bunch of muskets.
Gonna walk over to the guy selling muskets.
Alright.
How much for one, my good sir?
500 gold. No more.
I'm going to inspect them, grab one of the muskets from his hand and start inspecting it a
Are
little
you
bit. I hope
sure you want to do that?
May I inspect the musket? I want to know what I'm buying before I buy it.
Shh. No. Don't.
You're a horrible salesman. I hope you know that.
I've had more people run off with stuff they said they wanted to buy before.
What if I traded you? Ah, you're just an idiot if you're not going to let anyone inspect your goods. Why
I
don't you
can
just shoot
show
the
it to
people that
you,
ran away?
but you cannot hold it.
Fine, show it to me then.
It does.
Hmm. What does the make look like? Does it look well made?
It looks dwarven in origin and very well made.
Hmm. It's 500
Hello,
gold isn't that
everyone.
steep of a price for it.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, I was just wondering, at what point are you going to try to swipe it and run away?
That's not. I'm not playing Jill, so no. That's not no.
Or Suni.
What? Suni wasn't really a thief, I don't think.
Yeah, close
Most of
enough.
the time.
Edgy rogue. Same difference.
Yeah. More focus on murder with that one.
Yeah. Suni would murder the shopkeeper and then steal it.
Um, I was lawful evil. I didn't really break any laws for most of the time. I just, didn't want to put up with anybody.
You did attack someone on the side of the street. Out of nowhere.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the guy
Okay.
you were after, but you
Yeah,
still
no,
attacked him on the
those
side
were
of
the
the
guys who were after
You
it. Yeah, no,
still
that.
attacked him on the side of the street.
Yeah,
Our
side of the
job
street,
was
middle
to
of nowhere.
investigate him, not assassinate him.
I can be hard of hearing sometimes. All right.
So, what do you guys do? Something, nothing, anything, everything?
Well, I guess I'm too broke for one of these muskets right now. I'm gonna grab the random owl and lady walking down the street. What do you think of these muskets, lass?
Don't really use weapons. So I mean, they look well crafted.
You don't use weapons? Are you one of those fancy pantsy wizard pants?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Hmm. You're not gonna
I'm a
go scouting on it.
librarian.
Oh, oh, I've made a grave mistake. Uh, you're gonna start spouting about your favorite romance novel now, aren't you? Well, I'm going to go into that tavern now. Feel free not to follow me.
Yeah, can do.
You walk
All right.
in. Both of you notice a very nervous looking wizard looking dude walk into the tavern as well.
What's your character's name, Revan?
Merriam-Webster.
Marion. Okay. Did Marion
Miriam.
Miriam? Did Miriam go into the tavern, or did you walk away?
It does kind of sound like I walked away, doesn't it?
Well, looks like
See,
Yes.
this
this
is
adventure
this.
only includes.
See, this is why every adventure starts in an inn.
Not mine. One of mine started on a train.
Oh, it did start on a train. I got high on that one. That was fun.
Yes, you did get high on that one.
Yep.
No,
No con.
I'll go into the tavern,
Oh
because
gosh, you're
obviously
following
that's
me.
That's where the railroad is.
well, I was gonna say where the quest hook is.
No, there's just
I
a
wasn't gonna
train,
be
and you walk in. There's just a train in there.
I wasn't gonna be too mean to you, Pineapple. You're not Twitch mods.
You can just call me Florida. That's
I called you
I
Pineapple.
know.
He lives under the sea.
Well, I just
I'm more used to you guys calling me Florida. So
yeah, but like you're streaming publicly now.
oh
Isn't your
yeah,
account under Psychic Pineapple?
yeah, but my name also in this is under Florida, the continent.
Hmm.
I forgot I appended the continent after my name. So yeah, this thing is like a railroad themed, basically. You know, there's
What,
a
No,
like
I don't know.
the tavern has like a railroad theme to it?
yeah, there's like a whole ass train right there.
Oh, neat. There's this real nice Mexican restaurant in my hometown that's literally built in an old train station.
Nice. Sounds genuinely great.
Oh yeah, no, it's like one of the nicest restaurants in town. They call it La Estacion, which is like Spanish for the station, I think. I mean, it is.
There, I'm gonna chat message. So, you walk in there, you see the nervous looking wizard?
Do you know him? He looks like a librarian like you.
Do you think like every librarian in the city knows each other?
How many libraries can there be in one city?
It's a pretty big city.
There are many.
Alright, well, I'm new here, and I assumed most cities had a single library, so I assumed he was a coworker. You'll have to forgive my bluntness.
Also, I'm not even certain he is a librarian.
He's dressed up in the same robes you are,
Well, yes, scholars generally tend to dress like that.
so I assumed it wasn't too big of a jump to assume he was a librarian, alright?
Look, if you're so curious, why don't you ask him what his job is?
I guess I might as well. Gonna walk up to the nervous looking wizard and put my big hand on his shoulder. What's your name, Sonny?
My name?
Yes, your name.
What did ChatGPT say his name was? Zoltar the Magnificent.
Alright, Salty. Are you a librarian?
No,
Uh, what are you then? You're wearing those scholarly robes and whatnot.
I'm one of the lead scholars of the school universe.
Is there a library at this university? You spend most of your time in the library. Then you're a librarian.
What?
Let me buy you a
No,
drink.
that's not how that works.
That is not how that works.
I don't work there. I just study
You
there. Well, not study there. I teach there. You
you
get what I
teach
mean. Actually, no,
in the
you probably
library.
don't. That owl over there probably gets what I mean.
You teach in the library.
No, I teach at the school.
Teach and you just said you taught in the library though.
No,
He said
What
he
you do?
studied in the library.
You said you study and taught. I heard the word taught in there.
oh, God.
All right.
So,
So
I am
apologies.
probably like fing up my in frustration at trying to explain these simple concepts to this man.
Apologies for the bluntness. I am hard of hearing. Let's take a step back. My name is Mac. My friend, I don't know my friend's name here. We just saw you walk in and we were having a debate about libraries, and I assumed you were a librarian. I apologize if that was too much of a jump. But if you're not a
I literally
librarian,
met I literally met this man 5 minutes ago.
yes, and you're my friend now. That's how that works. Now, if I could please buy you a drink for my rudeness, is that alright with you?
yes,
Yeah, I suppose.
Wonderful. Barkeep, what is your cheapest drink?
water.
Besides water, something with alcohol here.
uh, I can put like a drop of beer and mix it with some water.
Yeah, bloody cheapskate. I mean, pure alcohol content. What is your cheapest
What, like
alcoholic
pure,
drink?
like 100% alcohol? I think that's kind of dangerous.
At this point, I need some. Alright, just give us 3 beers. You drink alcohol, right?
Like once.
Get us a lemonade for the small, scrunchy man. And what about you, Owl? What's your name?
Miriam.
Miriam. What about you, Miriam?
Eh, I could go for a bit of wine, not too much.
Cheapest wine, lemonade, whiskey. Does that work for you?
I suppose.
Wonderful. Barkeep, how much will that cost? Excuse me, barkeep.
Please give me a second. Well, 1 copper, 1 silver, and 1 gold if you're getting the cheapest.
I'll toss him 2 copper. I mean, 2 gold. Ah,
That's based
No,
on
no.
that's based
Awesome
on
2 copper.
this message from ChatGPT.
gosh. Honestly, barkeeps are going down in quality these days. And Salty, why are you looking so nervous right now?
Oh, I have lost something important to myself. Can't tell anyone about it though.
Alright, I
Did you
promise
lose your
not to
special
tell
sock or
anyone.
something?
What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
I lost my spell book.
Oh yeah,
Can't you
those are
just make a
pretty
new one?
Some random wizard up behind smacked me in the back of the head that took my book.
You should wear a helmet.
Hats are more comfortable.
Hold on, I think I have a spare helmet in my bag
Please
somewhere.
don't.
Just trying to look out for you, buddy. So you want to... So what can you not do with your spell book if you don't have one?
Well, the spells that I have prepared right now are the only ones I can cast the rest of my life until I get another spell book.
Or why not just get another spell book?
Because that one has all of my cool stuff in it.
Let
Oh, I got a follower.
me
Thanks,
guess.
Pancake Boy.
So, do you know what the wizard looked like? I mean, I could go look for him, I guess. Why am I offering a
Um,
stranger my services?
honestly, they were wearing a mask. Looked sort of like a dragonborn or a lizard folk. It's when they're wearing a mask, it's hard to tell.
What kind of
Dra-
mask?
Did you see which way he was going?
Ish. Just like a general skull-shaped mask, like more like a dragon skull. Large, ornate dragon horn headdress as well. Looked weird.
Do you know where he
Red
went?
coat. Yes, it's just without all my spell books, I feel like I might be capable of doing much.
You said you're a top scholar in the school, right?
Yes.
City?
Yes.
So you got plenty of money to hire mercenaries, right?
A teacher, I don't. I mean,
Top.
yes. Yes, I definitely do. Reminds me of a joke from Scooby-Doo Mystery, where he's just like
Yeah, it made me
wondering.
think of the exact same joke.
I love that
I'm
scene.
literally like finding a clip on YouTube to post in the Discord channel as we speak.
Good. I'm not
How
gonna.
much money do you have on you right now?
The robbery?
No, I'm offering to help you, but I don't
Oh,
offer the
oh,
services of a gentleman for
um,
free.
I can
I'm a
give you.
military mercenary man.
Some of my colleagues know how to make magic items. I could have one of them craft something special for everyone that helps me.
Oh, what sort of magic items?
He generally takes requests. He's very skilled at what he does.
Could
All
use
right,
a new
I'm in.
lance. Fine. I'll help you, Salty.
Okay, so I know the wizard.
You know the wizard?
Um, they live in a cave not too far away. It's just a very dangerous place to go to. Full of
Such.
other wizards.
Alright. Well, if you take us there, we can get your stuff back. Your storybook.
Yeah, sure. Storybook, but whatever. It's about a day's out of town. Day's walk out of town.
Wonderful. Do you want to hire a hookshot or something, a carriage?
You can walk.
You've clearly never walked in full plate armor, have you? Okay.
No, but I've carried a bag full of heavy archaeology supplies. Not fun.
You look like you got the body of a twig. I'm surprised you didn't crumble. Alright, off we go.
So yeah, I guess we head off to the place then.
Alright, about a day's travel later, because you end up at a weird cave outside of one.
And you actually did go with the trans flag background.
Yes.
Good looking flag.
It is a good
I
looking
mean,
flag.
this is true. Very
Mac
complimentary colors.
Mac is now officially trans. Also, I'm just on a black tile. I can't see the map or anything. It's just a big blank area.
Have you tried not being a human and having some fucking dark vision? That might help.
I've tried that.
I
I
forgot about
actually
dark vision.
I actually specifically picked Alan for dark vision.
I like
Do
free
you wanna
keys.
do
All
you
right.
wanna use your cool magic item that you have, Evan?
Which one were you referring to?
The Lantern of Revealing.
And sure, I suppose.
Gosh darn dark keys. If the lantern is on, I still can't see anything.
I have to turn it on first.
Got it.
There, it
Oh,
emits a bluish light.
wonderful. Thank you. Did our friend Salty stay in the back of the cave? Did he not come in?
No, he didn't go with you.
Bloody coward.
Yes, I suppose we
Well,
could have used a wizard.
my alliance is about as good as you're gonna get.
Did you want to ask him if he would come along?
Probably.
All right, just give me a second.
Yay, we get a friend.
Look for a wizard.
The mage stat block. Or one of those like school specific stat blocks like the evoker or whatnot.
Um,
Archmage maybe if
yeah,
you wanted him
Evoker.
to be more powerful.
Evoker's a good idea. Let me just get his name from ChatGPT.
Zoltar the Magnificent.
Yeah, that was it. Thanks. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Well, I'd like to briefly put out the lantern right before I look around the corner.
You can do that. I'm not actually going to turn out the light because that would be a pain. You notice a
But yeah,
couple other mage-looking people standing around. Each of them has sort of like one of their left arm is on fire, kinda. And there's one dude also wearing like some plate armor looking stuff.
I'm gonna turn back to the others and hold up like 3 fingers and point over in that direction to indicate, 3 guys there.
Did he turn on the lantern again?
Because if you don't turn on the lantern, he can't see them. Oh, you can see
Yeah.
the flaming
Good,
arms, but you can't see the actual rest of them. They're not emitting a lot of light, surprisingly.
good point. Someone probably should have taken goggles of night. Anyways, yeah, I'll turn the lantern back on.
All right, 3 guys. Uh,
You should be more than a match for them.
well, that's the hope.
I believe it.
You're gonna come out there with us. You're not going to expect us to do everything on our own, are you?
Maybe.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna pull out my a bronze figurine of a griffin, and I'm gonna chuck it onto the floor and let my mount come out.
Oh, God.
It says 6 hours. That's plenty of time. As long as we don't take a long rest in here. If we do, then I'm screwed. Well, I'm gonna
Griffin,
light a torch. Yeah. gonna light a torch and set it. Actually, I'm gonna put my saddle, my cavalier saddle, on the griffin, and I'm gonna mount a torch onto the saddle, and then I'm gonna fly at the guys.
Yep,
I mean,
they are talking too.
we are going to attack, right? That's the plan.
They do look kind of sinister.
Well, these guys definitely look sinister. Like,
Oh,
if you've ever seen evil, it's these guys.
getting paid for this, so gonna rush in. And I'm gonna stab this one, cause
Yeah, I'll
surprise round.
take part in the sneak attack as well.
All right, you're gonna stab that guy. Let me
Yep.
find a good song to play.
Okay.
Pokemon music.
Wonderful.
Meanwhile, the guy in the armor is going to need to make a con save for me.
Guy in the armor. Let me check if he has any features that might help him here. Oh, he has advantage on saving throws.
This is why I opened up with a cantrip.
By 1. And the lance strikes the other guy for a 14. Actually,
That's an attack roll, not damage.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
That would hit this guy.
Wonderful. Let's see if I can count all my damage buffs. Okay. Gotta.
This guy's also gonna send a shot over.
Ooh, that formula is entirely wrong. But I'll just roll with it for now, then I'll fix it.
Cool, he shoots this guy as well. Now here's a fun feature about these guys. Let me just... He just took a 20 or more damage from a single source. You know what that means?
Does they explode?
Magic Surge.
Yes.
Oh no.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind for this guy. Everyone roll initiative, I guess. And let me pop this out on this screen as well.
I would have had advantage on that roll.
Should be, I think right here is a good position for it. Alright, yeah, that's initiative rolled. Begin combat. It's Merriam-Webster's turn.
Okay, So now that I know that guy has advantage on saving throws, let's probe his defenses to see how well he can deflect spell attacks. 28.
Yeah, not that high.
That's going to be 24 fire damage.
So you know his name is Wild Paladin?
Same situation.
Yup. Ooh. That's cool for this guy. A sort of spectral shield sort of just appears around him. Oh yeah,
Well,
he takes the 24 fire damage as well. I applied that to everyone. Let me fix that mistake. Also, let me make it to where we can actually see your HP. You know? Sorry, did you say something? Because it sounded like you got cut off.
I said that's probably a good idea.
Alright, it's a wild sorcerer. That's all you can do, right?
I mean, actually, no. No, that's not all I can do, because I have meta magic, so if I wanted to, I could quicken cast a spell.
But do you want to waste that on this? The other question.
No.
Yeah. One of them's gonna send a chaos bolt towards you. Miss. Onyx is character.
Wonderful. This time I'm going to make full use of my abilities. You said this guy's a paladin? Yeah, wild paladin. Okay.
Yep, wild paladin.
I want to kill this one though. So I'm going to attack with my lance.
Let me just check his multi-attack real quick.
Let's see, are you going to calculate everything properly? Oh, that is not the right formula. Hold on, I'll just...
So you're attacking the guy below you? Or next to you?
Right next to me, yeah.
Alright, you have like, what, 3 attacks for being level 15?
I believe it's only 2, because I think I need to be 5th level paladin for...
Oh yeah, because you're not full paladin.
Yep.
15, that would hit.
Cool. Does 29 hit on top of that?
Of course not, yes.
Wonderful. Oh, that's also an advantage, so hold on, let me,
Okay, a 22 hits.
Alright,
Oh, sorry, 29 hits.
cool. Then I'll roll the first attack. 18 damage.
Alright.
And then
He's going to, as you do that, sort of a bubble appears around him in this area. And as it does, it seems to block a bit of your lance.
Gosh darn mages.
As he takes half damage from that.
That's the second side. Oh,
The
that's
12 hits.
The 12 hits. Oh, wonderful. Does an 18 get him?
Yeah, he's bloodied.
Oh, that's upsetting. Alright, well, that is my turn. It's back to fidgeting with my spear to make it work properly.
Well, let me just check, You notice one of them sort of reaches hands, touches the ground as a bigger hand comes up.
Oh no.
And flies towards you. And misses.
And that's also a disadvantage because of my shield. Or one of my things. Yeah, spell attacks have disadvantage against me.
Okay. Doesn't matter, it misses anyways.
Yep.
Zoltar the Magnificent.
Better do something.
Magic Burst, go. That's a 26. That's a 25 damage. Do you know what that means? I hope this guy rolls a 7.
7, isn't that the fireball centered on self one?
Yep. Oh, that's a fun effect. As that strikes this guy. Something happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flumps just appear and just start screaming.
Oh, hello there, floating friends. Not talking like I'm supposed to be.
They will act on that initiative order. Wild Sorcerer. Ah, this guy doesn't like where he is. He's gonna use his Wild Magic Surge that triggered earlier, to teleport the fuck away.
Get back here. Do I get an attack? Does that count as a spell?
No, it's just something that he can do.
Disappointing.
Teleports don't trigger attacks of opportunity if I.
Well, I
recall
think he has
correctly.
Mage Slayer, but this isn't a spell.
Oh.
Alright. He doesn't like what's going on with you attacking him, so he's going to, You're gonna be taking some damage as 3 magical darts just strike you in the face.
Ow.
And he runs away.
Coward.
And 2 more
Coward.
people enter initiative.
Perhaps this was a mistake.
The paladin's... He holds out his sword, grabs it, pulls it, and it sort of shifts to where he's now holding a short sword and a dagger instead of a long sword.
Got it.
Actually, let me just double check. Cool. Pulls out his sword. And he's gonna try to attack you.
Come at me, you knave.
Nat 1.
Don't you
10.
better than that. Miss.
Now here's the fun thing. This isn't a spell saving throw. He starts like spinning around and throwing his and like spinning his weapons. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Mean. Okay.
You fail. You take 6 slashing damage, and you have disadvantage on all your attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
Okay, just got ninjutsu'd? No, Ninjago.
Chaco!
What's that called? What's their little tornado thing called?
Ninjutsu?
Spinjitsu'd. Yeah, I just asked
I
Spinjitsu'd.
don't know why I remember that. Okay, Merriam-Webster. Dictionary, go. Throw the book at him.
I'm still gonna throw the book at these guys. So
Don't
looking
fireball,
at the
though,
guy-
because the flumps are nice.
I wasn't going to. So I'm gonna look at the guy who tried to chaos bolt me, and I'm gonna be like, "You can play at that game, bitch."
This guy?
Yep, him.
Chaos Bolt.
Chaos bolt.
Roll attack.
Also, I am going to quicken.
Ah, you're gonna quicken spell for revenge. That hits. Actually, let me check. They don't have shield. That hits.
So, okay, at a 2 or an 8, I have my choice between cold and thunder. Let's go thunder.
Alright, he'll take that.
And I'm doing that because I am also going to use a cantrip that, incidentally, I plan on,
Natural 1.
twinning.
Well, the
I'm
one
twinning
you...
it, by the way.
And the other target is the paladin?
Well, I already know he's got advantage on these. No, I was thinking this guy over
Oh,
here.
you can see that guy now.
I actually could be 4.
Oh, but he succeeds.
Oh well, at least someone's taking damage and taking the disadvantage.
That is true. Someone else pops up from around the corner. He's also going to cast a Big Beast Hand. And it's also going to go towards the paladin.
Oh boy. Disadvantage.
Or not.
Nice.
It's this guy. He's noticing things aren't really going his way. And that magic isn't working against you. So, 2, 3, 5. Enjoy the magic missiles.
I hate you. These are going to whittle down on my health pool.
The flumps. Yeah, they're just gonna run away.
Yeah, no one could blame them.
They just scatter. They don't know how they got here, but they're here, and they scatter.
My floating
Sure,
friends.
if I were to suddenly wind up teleported into the middle of a battle between a bunch of wizards, I'd be fucking terrified as well. Or sorcerers, whatever.
Yeah, most of these guys are sorcerers. As are you. Speaking of players, Onyx.
It's your unnamed character's turn.
His name is Mac.
Not
Seem to-
in Foundry,
Oh.
it isn't.
That's not my problem.
Okay,
Guess I'll
let me
stab this
just.
guy.
I can change that. There.
Does a 25 hit the paladin?
Yeah. There,
Wonderful. I'm gonna spend one of my paladin spell slots to
Wait, why do you have advantage
smite.
again?
Because Cavalier, isn't my mountain size bigger? Aren't the griffins large?
Yeah.
Then that's why. Cavalier, if I'm riding on something its size bigger, then I get advantage on my attack rolls.
Wait, is that a feat?
Yep.
Cool. Mountain combatant. Yeah,
Mountain
that's
combatant,
what.
that's it's called.
Oh yeah, Mayu also had that, but Utri was a fucking kobold, so it never really half mattered. You know?
Yep. Can I just click on smite or there we go. Divine smite. Normal. We'll just pump one level of divine smite.
Oh shit! It's not just him. Everyone within 10 feet of him also has advantage on saving throws. The paladin, for fuck's sake. That is all from one source. You know what that means?
Yes, it is. No, I
If you
don't.
kill him, no one else will benefit from it.
Okay, let me just. Hey, Onyx.
Yeah?
1 or 2?
2.
You're poisoned.
Aren't paladins immune to disease and poison?
Okay, you're not poisoned.
It's just diseased.
Ah.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's like significantly more than just two characters within 60 feet of him.
I know.
He just wants to be mean to us.
Yes. If I rolled the number he said, then it'd be him. But if not, it would have been someone else.
Ah. I also like the way it's worded too, because a random creature within 60 feet of you, that means it could be the person causing the wild magic surge.
Yep. All right. You're poisoned for 1 hour. Congratulations. You have disadvantage on all saving throws, anyways. Also, you should never you shouldn't have had advantage on that last one because you got hit by
I had
something.
it would have just been a 1. I realize that now.
He's still gonna try that Big B's hand attack. Because it's, it's still up.
Disadvantage.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Your AC is 21.
Oh, true.
And he casts Magic Missile.
Which one's casting the magic missile? Is it this guy?
No, it's this one.
Can't see that one. Aha!
Zoltar the Magnificent.
I'm gonna die at this rate.
Goblins, goggles of night.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about that while I was making my character.
Actually, he might run a bit closer. And he might try to cast a spell. But position it in a way where it could hit both of them.
Just
There.
It forward space.
I had it hovered over an area where it did. The Wild Sorcerer rolls a 4. The Paladin has advantage and rolls succeeds. 27 to this guy. Half to this guy. I like Wild Magic Surge, don't you?
No.
It's pretty fun, I will admit.
Against that one random guy, creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell he casts. Ooh, that's a fun ability. It's a Wild Sorcerer, and he can only really see one person.
I should have made it a ranged character.
Unfortunately, this guy doesn't actually have any saving throw spells, so he's just gonna try to punch you with a big hand.
That guy's actually within 10 feet of
Disadvantage.
you. You can hit him with the lance.
Oh, you're right.
So, Revan, does a natural 20 hit?
Yes.
Unfortunate.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes!
Suddenly happy for my resistance to spells.
Wait, hold it. Oh, is this guy way over here?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to kill him next turn.
Yes, you will. Wild Paladin. Make 2 attacks. Miss. Miss. Make a dex save.
Me?
Yep.
Is he spinning attack? I made my dex not that low because I assumed that they would be casting spells at me.
You succeed. You take half damage. Merriam-Webster.
Look, I haven't tested their resistances against fire yet, so I'm noticing the flaming arms. I'm wondering, do they have fire resistance?
Maybe.
'Cause
And
I
you
don't
did
wanna
try
spend-
it. You did hit one of them with a firebolt, and he took damage.
I hit the paladin with a firebolt.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I don't want to waste too high a spell slot on this fight, because I'm expecting a more dangerous one down the line. So I'll just
Fireball in that room.
drop a. Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. There-ish.
And since these guys aren't that guy... Fail. 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 Roll damage. You better roll high. Well, that kills one of them. And that's 2 wild magic surges.
You guys have a lot of HP.
Kill the one who hit me with the thing.
No, you killed the one that ran away. Okay, one of them is going to burn things. And the other one,
Because if that guy's still standing, I am going to,
that guy is still standing. The other one just kind of teleported away.
I am going to quicken cast, Firebolt.
Roll attack.
28.
Yeah, that would hit.
21.
I like this stat block. I mentioned it a while ago. I modified one of the ones from the D&D movie. Oh, he got that again. I'm just gonna re-roll it, because it's the same thing.
It's Simon's stat block. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, all his spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action now.
I don't like that. Okay, fuck it, backing up. Out of line of sight.
Okay, this guy's gonna pop up. None of his spells really matter, so he's just going to... Yeah, this guy had a big... No, the other guy had a big V's hand. Is it gone? Let's find out. No, it's gone. Wait, yeah. Wait, no, is it? No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is. Sorry, I am confusing myself now. Wild Magic Sorcerer. He's gonna attack your wizard friend.
Does that mean I can stab him?
Oh, these guys are more dangerous than they should be. 1, 2, 3. Towards this guy. Towards your wizard friend. That is 2 hits. Huh?
Never get that many attacks.
It's his feature. He makes 3 Chaos Bolt attacks. It's not a spell for him. It is a ranged spell attack, but not a one that requires spell slots. Let me just reread something on your features real quick before this guy casts not Eldritch Slash Magic Missile. Unfortunately, your lance doesn't matter because you have to be within 5 feet of the guy who casts the spells.
Crap.
So he's just gonna... At least one of you can heal. At least both of you can heal. You know? I mean, that is if the sorcerer took any healing spells.
Dead.
Okay, good. The flumps. They just run as far away as possible and just leave the fight. Big Mac from McDonald's.
Okay then. I put my torch on because I needed to see. Gonna stab this guy.
Roll
'cause
attack.
He's been harassing me today. Do I have disadvantage or do I have full advantage?
You're poisoned, so that's giving you disadvantage. But if you're getting advantage from anywhere, that'd cancel it out and you'd roll normally.
You know, if you want to
Got it.
heal, if you want to heal yourself, there is something you can do as a bonus action as well.
Which is...
Hexblade's Curse.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I only get one of those though.
Did you
and
take-
It's gone...
It's 1 per short rest, I believe.
Yeah, 1 per
Where
short
did all your
rest, but
abilities go?
There should be in features. There's a lot right that I'm looking at right now.
Okay, because for some reason I don't see them.
Oh no. Okay. I'll
Alright.
cast
Is
Hexblade's Curse.
it once per short rest? I don't remember.
I assume so, because that's what most of Paladin
Or Warlock.
Warlocks think are.
Yeah, I love Hexblade. And if someone dies under it, you can move it to someone else.
That's
And
only if you're high
you
enough
get-
level.
No, that's always.
What?
Also, you're level 15.
That's what we're supposed to be, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, then why is that notable?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not with the Hexblade's Curse.
Yeah. So I'll cast Hexblade's Curse on this guy because I do get every short rest, and I might as well do it now. Get
Yeah.
some quick healing.
Well,
And
you get
then
the
I will
healing if you kill him.
I know. That's the plan.
And make sure to notice what your rolls are. So roll attack.
Alright. I don't have advantage on... Okay. 25.
Oh, that was so close. Roll
You took away
damage.
my advantage. I'm so upset. I'm not gonna smite this guy. I don't have enough spell slots for that.
And he'll take that 18.
Max damage. That is not 20 or more. Woo. That's my turn. Actually, do I have any good bonus? I use my bonus action for Hexblade's Curse. That is my turn.
He's gonna use his bonus action to punch you with Bigby's hands.
No.
And then he's gonna send 2 Chaos Bolts at you.
Those will also probably miss. Disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Lame.
I like my shield. Shield keeps
Oh
me
man, I
safe.
should have put a Beholder in here.
That would make me very sad.
Zoltar the Magnificent. Oh, he makes 3 of those attacks.
Oh.
This is just me finding out that these guys have a lot of damage that they do. This Paladin's about to get destroyed. Yeah, the Paladin is at a very low.
Go ahead and tell us.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, and so you remember how mirror image works now, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, this guy has now been under the effect of mirror image. 3 illusory duplicates appear in his space.
So much
Like,
gosh darn magic.
Huh?
I said that's gonna make killing him annoying.
It happened again.
Every single time you bring up wild magic.
It's the same one, too. Remember when wild magic saved you guys from dying?
Oh yeah, that was a
Suddenly,
lucky day.
as you're standing there, a unicorn appears right next to him. And he's like,
Oh.
"Oh, are we fighting
hello
evil
there.
things today?
Yes, the wizards are the evil ones.
Good! They shall die! This isn't the first time I've been I've done this.
I appreciate it, friend.
These guys don't have sorcery points. And this guy just starts levitating.
I hate this.
Wild sorcerer. I love wild magic.
If they don't have sorcery points, could I get those sorcery points?
Oh, no.
Yeah, worth trying.
He's gonna shoot the unicorn 3 times, because he's evil. That's 2 hits.
Yeah, nothing more evil than wanting to kill a unicorn,
Do
right?
unicorns have any resistances? They have damage immunities, so... Let's see if any of these... Okay, so both of them do damage. The Wild Paladin gets to go. He regains 31 HP. After all, he is a paladin.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. I only roll good when I'm the DM. You know?
Yeah.
That's the case with everyone, though.
I mean,
Not
Revan,
me. I roll horribly.
you've seen my rolls, Revan, when I'm playing. I have only gotten one good roll recently, and that's when I somehow persuaded him my name was something that shouldn't have worked. It's your turn. There's a unicorn. This other dude just stabbed the shit out of your friend. You look around the corner, and you see a unicorn. And you're like, what the fuck has happened?
And
I did not hear a word you just said.
I said this fight has gotten out of hand a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend another 3rd level slot.
Good thing you I was about to say, good thing you have, That's a good use of that.
I would have wanted to get the guy in the back as well.
Unfortunately, you can't. I accidentally rolled damage. Ignore that hit. Failure. Failure. Failure! Ah, you can roll damage. I hope whoever is watching this fucking random-ass stream is enjoying themselves. All of them are pretty weak now, but... Yeah, all the things you're fighting here are a modified version of the D&D movie stat blocks.
Darn Simon.
I wonder... Would it be worthwhile for me to empower this spell?
The
One
paladin's...
sorcery point-
I was about to say, the paladin's hair falls out. More flumps appear.
What are these guys?
And another dude just has a beard covered in feathers. He no longer has that ability. And he's dying. He's going to magic missile. The other wild sorcerer is gonna walk up to you. Gonna try to get out of the visual range of that crazy owl. Been blowing everyone up.
He failed.
And then he's gonna cast a spell next to you.
I'm going to attack him. Because anti-mage. You.
Because he's just trying to run away.
Do I get advantage on this one, or do I not?
You're still poisoned, you do not.
You don't get advantage, period, while you have any sources of disadvantage.
Alright. Roll again. You have 2 attacks.
Do I get to make 2 attacks for this one? I thought it was just a single attack. I thought it was a...
Is that your packed weapon?
Yes.
Then you get 2 attacks.
Nice.
This is one of your invocations. That hits. Oh wait, no, that's an opportunity attack. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm like, that's...
No, then that doesn't hit.
So I missed
No,
entirely.
yeah, you missed because I'm an idiot.
You're good. All fun and games here. So I ripped his tongue from his throat.
Hey, guess what? Do you like being poisoned?
No.
You regain 12 HP and you are no longer poisoned.
Finally.
It's your turn.
Wonderful. This guy has my HP, so I'm going to stab him. And now I get advantage.
Yes, that hits. Roll attack again. Oh, I wish those were higher because you also crit on 19s. 13
Oh.
damage, okay. And 16 damage. Not enough to trigger his wild magic. Before the next guy's turn, something happens. The unicorn just kicks the shit out of the paladin.
Nice.
Unicorns have 11 action.
Oh, legendary.
Wait, he has one more use of magic missiles. Lothar the Magnificent.
Hit with like a single incredibly like powerful attack, and instead you've just been getting fucking death
Bullied?
by 1,000 cuts there. And you're
Yeah.
definitely looking worse for wear than I am.
Yes, well, I decided to make the tanky damage sponge, and
I mean-
it hurt.
Oh, you actually have more health than him right now, too. This guy's gonna just... Wait, let me just check something. Oh, actually, it's not gonna place that there. Because, looking at the wording of it, it can just ignore 3 creatures of its choice. So, Unicorn and you are being ignored. As this massive explosion happens right next to you.
Explosion.
Well, one of the wild sorcerers succeeds. The other people do not. Well, one of them does.
Sorcerers succeed.
So, 2 sorcerers will take 22 damage, killing one of them. And the other 2 will take 44 damage, killing one of them. That's 4 wild magic surges that happen as well. Well, no one's within 10 feet of that guy. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Everyone here is vulnerable to piercing damage. Everyone around the paladin is vulnerable to piercing damage now. That includes you. And, yeah, everyone's vulnerable to piercing now.
Wait,
I think
I
was
do
using
piercing
damage except for the paladin. Oh wait, no. Max also using piercing damage with that lance.
Yep.
Yes.
One dude just teleports away, and the other guy touches stuff and it turns to fire. Wild Sorcerer. He's gonna attempt to Chaos Bolt you again, Revan. Miss. Miss. And miss. Merriam-Webster. God damn, this evoker stat block is strong.
You still want this guy over here dead.
Understandable.
And now things are looking a bit better. I'll limit my resources and just lob a firebolt his way.
Oh, we've been playing for an hour 20. Roll
28.
damage. Yeah, roll damage.
12.
That'll do it. That'll hurt him, I mean. Alright, this other guy, doesn't like that he's been followed, but he doesn't have much magic left, so his only resort is to Chaos Bolt. Oh, I guess he's gonna Chaos Bolt the Paladin now. 15. 15. 13. The Unicorn is going to do what it always does. Healing Touch.
Yay.
5.
Oh.
Big Mac from McDonald's.
Here we go.
Remember, you do extra damage when you hit them. It's an extra... No, wait, no you don't. That's normal hex. Actually, no, it is. You do an extra d6 of your normal damage, I believe.
You? Nice.
Yeah, let me double check. I have Hexblade pulled up. Oh, it's the bonus is your proficiency bonus.
Got it.
A 26? That's a crit.
Yay.
So add a +5 to your damages. Alright, he takes double that. He's dead. And you regain... How much health is it?
10 plus proficiency, I believe.
What's your Warlock level? 11, right?
10. Oh, 11, yeah. So 16.
Plus your Charisma modifier.
Plus charisma modifier. That
16,
is...
yeah. I'll apply it to you.
Thank you. I'm going to chase this man. Oh, crap.
What?
I'm gonna take a... I don't have to be that close. Gonna attack with advantage. Does a 10 hit.
No.
Oh, alright, never mind then. That is my turn.
Both the Magnificent doesn't like that one guy all the way over there, you know? After all,
I also do not like that one guy.
Well, the other one, the one that's almost dead. You better make this worth it. That is close to max damage. You know, I like this Evoker stat block.
Oh no, we're gonna have to fight this one later in our actual game.
Probably, yeah. Maybe later. Cool. Invisible.
Yeah, I want...
Invisible.
Well, it's a good thing I've got a Lantern of Revealing, so this guy back here actually is not invisible.
Oh yeah, none of you are invisible.
Thank you, Revan, for
As far as I'm still gonna say it's like shows up differently, so you know they turned invisible, but you could still see them.
Just like edit their tokens and give them 50% opacity.
No, I'm too lazy to do that. It's his turn. Are you currently standing out in the open? Like, is that where you were standing before? I don't remember.
That is where I was standing before, yeah.
Okay. I need to know that. By the way, for you, closest guy to this wizard. That's 3, 4, 4.
Wait, who's the target? Oh, yeah, it's still him.
Yeah. He sees you casting spells. He's not an idiot. He's not gonna cast Magic Missile on you.
He's just gonna throw it at me and I'm gonna take more damage.
Yeah, he sees the guy who's been getting Magic Missiled this entire time, and it's like, that guy probably can't cast shield.
Okay,
Actually,
well,
wait.
That misses.
yeah.
Can you cast shield? I mean, you
I
do.
am capable of it, yes.
No, I mean, oh yeah, Mac is a hexblade. Hexblades get shield.
I'm not gonna waste one of my spell slots on that though.
That's my worst.
One of my three.
Yeah, it might have been more useful earlier in the fight when there were a bunch of different sorcerers all lobbing spells at you, but with only one.
Unfortunately, this guy rolled like shit.
There's a
He'd
reason I
heal
stayed
you,
more.
but you haven't been getting attacked a lot, you know? Big Mac from McDonald's.
Alright. You, sir, are coming with me. I keep switching to like a half Gurlog voice. It's not good.
I mean, earlier you were doing a cowboy voice.
I was doing the cowboy voice. I really liked that voice for this guy, but I've lost it.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's not good.
Get over here, lad.
Lad.
That wasn't even an advantage. There we go. The advantage didn't press.
The 22 hits.
Is this guy vulnerable to piercing damage?
No.
Oh. Now, how you like that?
Oh, the 13 also hits.
Oh, the 13 also hits? Nice.
Yeah, these guys have really low AC. Oh, it's because I forgot to give them their mage armor. Oh well, I guess they just haven't casted it yet. You did take them by surprise after all. Huh?
They weren't expecting a fight.
Zolthar. I can do this, says as he walks in, rolling shit at this guy. Hit. 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 17. Is he still alive? No. And that's combat.
Finally.
The unicorn is just like there, like. So. This is not my first time in this situation.
Gonna fool me with your your twig legs. I can't. I lost the voice. I am pissed.
Do you just insult everyone?
Yes, I do.
There's the cowboy.
All right. Well, let's find
You
your
must have,
storybook.
must have pissed someone off if you keep getting pulled into random fights.
Yes. Evil wizard came across me, I kicked his ass, and then he cursed me.
He cursed you. I thought he just stole your spell book. Oh no, the unicorn.
The unicorn talking. Yes. And then he disappears.
Oh, I like that guy. He helped my wounds.
He was out of
Well,
that. Do you want to go to that room and take a short rest?
yes. Yep. I like short rest. Yep. Birds.
I could go for
Oh, I
a
could have
brief
cast
bit
my
of
warlock
healing as
spells.
well.
And while you short rest, I'm gonna mute myself and be right back. You guys entertain the chat if there is a chat. I have not checked how many people are watching or if anyone is.
So I get back to max HP. Might as well.
Just don't get me banned.
No
You ready,
promises.
Revan? You ready for this?
I don't even have a stream open. I don't know what the chat is saying, if it's even saying anything.
I'm saying ooga booga. It's just me right now. Hi, chat. My name's Onyx. I am here. I'm so engaging right now.
You know, since there's a lull, I could also use the rest. I'm not sure if that's what Pineapple's doing, but yeah. I'm gonna
See
go
ya.
and quick use the restroom.
All right. Hi, Pancake Boy. How are you today? Oh, my mic's being screwy. Are you enjoying our shenanigans? Thank you, I appreciate that. I originally was gonna play like a Moon Druid or something, but spells and wild shapes are too complicated for my Unga Boonga brain. Mac is also too complicated, but you know, we play games, so it's fine.
Oh, hey. Hi there. First time chatter.
Pancake Boy is my best friend.
Good. I'm glad you think that. So, shall we continue on?
You
I
can
take that
continue.
back.
Alright, let me move this camera to show. Okay. So, you guys came across another room.
Alright, let's see what we got in here.
There's no loot, because, fuck you, I guess?
Meanie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not fond of double doors. No, okay, there's nothing else in here.
Okay, so there's like,
Oh,
those are gated double doors. Like, you can see through it, kind of. Actually, no, you can't see through it. You think you should, but it's like foggy and dark back there. And
Dark
there's
Souls
like
moment. Got it.
some other doors right here.
I'm so happy you're my best friend, Pancake Boy. I appreciate it. Well, which doors are we gonna open up?
There's the gates, and then there's the doors at the bottom of the map.
I'm gonna kick the door open.
No, I thought this would lead to other characters.
Actually,
Roll with
apologies.
advantage.
Griffin is going to headbutt the door
Roll
down.
with an athletics check. Actually, the Griffin has to make an athletics check, which I will roll for it.
Appreciate it.
It does not work.
Gosh darn it. I'll just open the door like a normal person then.
Okay.
You out coming? Alright.
There's another
Hi
paladin,
there.
and he's like, "Aha! I have the key to the next room, and you shall never kill me. Ha ha ha! Evil noise. Because of that," and he points up and behind him. And something starts to float down.
Now is a great time to cat. Oh, I'll wait until it's my turn initiative. Then I'll cast a hilarious spell.
Yeah. And let me get some other good combat music. Do I have anything else? Battle Order of the Storm. That's just that Storm boss.
Play Harry Potter to get copyright banned. Trust me.
I'll play Xenoblade. Oh yeah, the AI have to go. There's a Wild Paladin and a Death Kiss. This is totally not just an excuse for me to use higher level stat blocks that I like, you know?
Not in the slightest.
I've never used Death Kiss. Merriam-Webster. There is a Death Kiss.
I think that thing has a good deck save.
Dex?
Yeah,
It's a
dex.
fucking ball with eyes.
I'm going to probe it with a bit of acid splash.
Hold on, let me just go into the Arcane Arcade Discord. There, if you look at that, that is what you're fighting.
How dare you?
Acid Splash with a Dex save. This is a cantrip. It fails.
Nice.
Okay, so it's taking 9 acid damage from that, And most importantly, I now know it's shit at dex saves.
Well, it's not
So I
shit. It's
know
above average at dex save.
I'm 15th level. A +2 is shit.
Oh, it's my turn now, right? Wonderful. I'm going to ensure that you don't get to have fun, Florida.
Okay. Roll your attack. Or do your magic.
Oh no! I prepared that's too high of a level for me to. Oh, I thought I had 6th level. I only have 5th level. I can't cast Death Circle. That's so upsetting. I can't. I thought I had higher level spells. God.
Get
Oh,
fucked.
oh, all my fun spells are. Actually, hold on. I believe I have a feature that let me cast at 6th level.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'll save that
It's
though.
like your
I'll do.
don't paladin to get that or something.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Mystic
for the warlock.
Arcanum. Oh yeah, Warlock. Mystic Arcanum 6th level. And it looks like I do see what spell your Mystic Arcanum is.
You can?
Yeah, it's Summon Fiend, right?
Maybe. I don't
That's
know.
the
We'll see
6th
when I
level
get
spell
there.
that you have.
I
Oh,
have 3 on accident.
so what do you do?
Um, Forward. Backspace. Also, you said this would be open fields, but I made a mount for that reason, and now it's closed spaces. I'm so
Okay, this is
insulted.
not a closed space. This is a massive chamber that you're in right here.
When I think open space, I think massive fields where I can run around with
Okay,
100 feet
I
of
told you
movement.
that before I actually decided. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Attack, attack.
Is it
Ooh,
high enough for me to fly out of the range of melee attackers?
Well, you can fly out of the range of one of these people.
Yeah, I know I'm not getting out of the range of the Death Kiss.
Actually, it just
this
hovers. It doesn't fly. You can
do
get out of their
220s hit?
range. Yes, the Death Kiss or you hit the Paladin. Yes. Roll
Paladin.
damage. Aw. Aw, that's
Nice.
disappointing.
Suffer.
Oh yeah. Both are the magnificent. Aha, these Paladin fiend fuckers are something else. Oh yeah, he probably should have recharged his thing by now, you know? Aha! Explosion! They both get advantage because of reasons. And the Paladin still fails.
Wonderful.
But because he's a wild Paladin, you know what that means.
I swear.
I love wild magic.
Surge.
Oh, he can't be alcoholed. Death
Roll a
Kiss.
5d6.
Oh yeah, 5d6. 18 days. Well, if this guy was gonna live that long, that would be sad.
Imagine if this guy is like an alcoholic and now
Oh,
he
that's
can't
nice.
treat his alcohol withdrawal because of this.
So, you're probably gonna shield that. Actually, can you shield that, Miriam?
24, that is just a bit beyond what I can.
Alright, you are grappled.
Thought that was going for me. I am A-okay.
Does 27 hit you? And an 18 hits this guy.
27 would hit me if that's who you're asking about.
Yep, all three of you are grappled. Miriam takes 12 piercing. You take 9 piercing. The other dude takes 10 piercing.
Okay, so it's just grappled, right? This is not going to impair my ability to cast spells at all?
Nope.
That's good. That's good. Because I actually...
Want to get out of the grapple?
Well, I have a spell that... Just a minute, let me quick do some math.
The wild paladin is, haha! My friend has held
Actually,
you!
Can I use my
Prepare for
reaction?
damage. For what?
This one.
Yes! You can also make an opportunity attack against yourself, because you're a fucking mage. You're within 5 feet of yourself. You don't get it, but you don't have another reaction. Fuck.
Okay.
I'll have him make a dex save. He gets advantage because thanks. Hey, he still fails. Roll damage.
Okay. This is at 5th level. So how many? Oh boy.
So that's
4 more
7d10.
D10. 7d10?
Actually, no.
Wonderful.
Sorry, yeah, 6d10, I think. Yeah, it's
Plus
4. It's at the 5th level, it's 4 over it, so 6d10.
4d10. Please roll properly. That.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, there goes one of my spell slots. One of my precious 3.
Actually, before this guy runs up to you, he sort of points his sword at you like a gun. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Disadvantage because I'm grappled, right?
It's no. That's only restrained.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check something. Features. What's your saddle do?
I cannot be dismounted.
Does that keep you from being knocked prone?
Probably? Hold on.
Because it doesn't say you can't be knocked prone, it says you can't be dismounted.
How do you get knocked prone in a saddle, though? Like, I don't...
You're flat on the back of the saddle?
Yeah, probably. Like, it knocks you back with your back against, like, the mount's back.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens. As he shoots you with his sword gun.
What the... Wow.
Fucking gun sword?
No, like the sword blade shoots out, stabs him in the chest, and he gets knocked on his ass.
This is
damage.
from the D&D movie, isn't it? This is the Paladin.
Yes, this is the paladin from the D&D movie.
Are all the stat blocks D&D movie stat blocks
Not the Death
Florida?
Kiss. The other ones were Simon.
Besides the Death Kiss.
There might be
Oh,
one
we go right
more.
there.
I mean, you
Oh,
did
we're
hear,
gonna fight
you
the
did-
wizard.
Yeah, you did hear a wizard stole a book.
Oh, screw
He has
you.
advantage on attacks against you now. And he does versatile damage.
One of those hits.
Take 13 damage.
Well, back off, you bugger. I lost the
Merriam
cowboy.
Webster.
Okay, so, first things first. I'm pretty sure teleporting would get me out of the grapple, right?
Yes, teleporting gets you out of the grapple.
Okay.
Which is a good idea.
Just a minute. Because that's not showing in the log. Well, that's me. I'm not sure what it's showing here, but,
You just turned into a robot for me.
Yeah, me too.
This. Okay, there now.
Oh, slightly better. Oh. Have a big boss battle after that. Hope it gets done, you know? So how's it going, everyone who's watching? My first time streaming D&D. I don't have a fancy setup like other people do. Because I only thought about doing this today, and I am lazy.
And you're a college student.
Yeah, if I could figure out how to, like, separate each of our individual Discord names and put them in a box and make my own little layout in Illustrator or something like that, I would.
Oh, I just meant you don't have a fancy setup because you don't have the money for it. I
Oh,
thought you meant PC setup.
I mean, I do
My
have a pretty
bad.
decent PC. It cost all
Oh yeah,
basically all of my money, but I do have a good PC.
I think Revan just died.
Yeah, Revan has died.
Ah, wonderful.
Did you see the Death Kiss thing I put in the player stuff channel?
Yes, of course I did.
Oh, well, thanks, Pancake Boy. Yeah, what I did was I literally have this open in like a second browser window.
Huh.
Like I took it, I opened up in a second browser window, and I'm streaming that instead.
Wait, so you're streaming a stream?
I like opened up Foundry in a different window, so that way it didn't show all my cool DM stuff.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then I did something that shows the people in our Discord chat in the top bar. I'm gonna try to do this, but if anyone like wants to watch this, I'm probably gonna stream again next Friday, also at 9 p.m. because that's when I play D&D. It might be a bit more confusing because it's just gonna drop you.
It's an ongoing campaign.
Yeah, it's an ongoing campaign.
What where are we at in that one?
Which one? Which of the three that I run?
Which are we going to be playing next week?
I have no clue. I can either
Okay.
keep consistent with like my thing and like, nope, if we didn't play that this week, we're gonna play the next one next week. You know?
I haven't played Hickory in multiple months.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do Icewind Dale, but that means I have to prepare the entire Caves of Hunger. Which I was worried about. It's the dungeon that you're in front of.
Oh
yeah, you weren't there last session.
I haven't played Hickory for 2 whole sessions.
I forgot how your monk worked, so I just punched a bunch of stuff.
It's mostly punching and breath attacks and fire punches. Very, very goofy brain. Like all of my characters, because spells are too confusing for me. And it's too much brain power.
Like, Revan only plays wizards and, like, spellcasters. Oh, hello, Revan.
Okay,
Hey! We can hear ya.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the intervening time, Foundry told me a problem occurred and kicked me from the game.
Figured.
Oh.
So what were you gonna do?
Well, the first thing I was going to do is Misty Step out of the Death Kiss's grasp.
Smart. Where to?
At least 20 feet away. And by the way, I've got a, I get that through a feat, so I can cast it once without using a spell slot.
I noticed.
So obviously that was the one I was going to use. I was probably going to do it, like, directly back from the Death Kiss, far enough that I'm, like, more than 20 feet away from it.
Alright. Just let me know when you load in if you think that looks right.
I don't even know if it is loading in right now. I'm just seeing a gray screen.
Oof. What song is this? Oh, this is You Will Know Our Names part... that's not part 2, but the second one. Like the low health, You Will Know Our Names. The low enemy health, that is. I gotta play Xenoblade 3 again. I haven't played that in forever. Hey, Onyx, remember when I kicked your ass in Pokemon?
Don't... I don't remember being that much of a whooping. I remember putting up a decent fight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, probably.
I remember I took out, like, I had a semi-decent team.
At least you did better than one of my friends, who is much better than me at Pokemon, and has a much better team than me usually. The problem was that he let my Mimikyu set up 2 Swords Dances at the very start, and I swept his entire team, no problem. his ace was literally a Dragapult. You know, the ghost type. And with a priority ghost move, boosted by 2 sword stances, it died instantly.
Mm.
Well, that's definitely far enough back that I'm not within the thing's range.
Yeah, and you can
Unless
see it
were-
pretty clearly too.
Yep.
Actually, if you move here, you can see it even better.
Indeed. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good spot. And since that was my leveled spell I cast as a bonus action, my main action is going to have to be a cantrip, so Firebolt. 15. Does a 15 hit?
Sorry, I meant to respond to that. Barely.
Well, barely still hits. 19 fire damage.
Nice. Big Mac. You are prone. Would you like to spend 15 feet of movement to stand up?
Yeah, because it doesn't affect me too much, because I don't actually move. I have a griffin to do it for me.
Yes.
Now let's see.
The effect is that while you remain prone, melee attacks against you will have advantage, but ranged attacks will have disadvantage.
And you can drop prone as a free action, too. I always kind of mean to do that whenever I'm sniping with Aurelia, just drop prone behind cover when there's no enemies close enough to melee. You know? So what do you do?
I'm gonna focus, I think, on killing the paladin first to get him out of the way for the bigger one. Because I don't want to get whittled down by him again, because he is annoying.
Yes, he is. He shot you.
Do I have advantage on these attacks, or do I just have normal? Because I don't remember the rules for
You
grappling.
have advantage. Grappled is not restrained. Hit.
Wonderful.
Hit. Wait, no, miss. Wait, no, hit.
Nice.
Sorry.
You're good.
Come on, can't you roll higher than that?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm happy I'm not, because that means I don't... Oh, I'm also going to use my bonus action to shove him because of Shield Master feat. I just have to remember what that works as.
Cool, this guy's gonna beat the crap out of this Death Kiss. What the fuck? Oh my god. The Death Kiss is bloodied, by the way.
You know, there's a part of me that was considering spending a 6th level spell slot to disintegrate this thing.
You won't
He's
need
already
it.
bloodied. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If
Yeah.
it's already bloodied,
Maybe
it's probably
the
worth
Evoker's
saving.
the Evoker's only a CR10 and he's obliterating things. Shield Master. You can
I want to
shove
push him
him
back 5 feet. Yes.
that's if you take the attack. Oh yeah, if you use it. Okay, make a athletics check. He does not get pushed.
Fair enough.
The Death Kiss is going to use its blood drain twice. Can I have a con save from each person who's grappled? That means you, Max. Sorry, Big Mac.
Oh, Constitution saving throw.
Hold on, sorry, not Big Mac. Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, the evoker you're using, I don't even think is the one I'm familiar with. This is the newer one from
I don't like.
Lauren Kyan
Yeah.
Presents.
I also get advantage on that one because magic shield.
This is not a spell.
It doesn't say any magical effect. Is this a magical effect or is it? Am I just getting sucked? I'm just getting sucked. Never mind.
Yeah.
Side.
Let me just check on a failed save the target things. Alright, you don't take any damage, it looks like. But he certainly does.
His fault for losing his spell book.
It's your fault for bringing him along. Sorry, I applied that
12
15 to the
plus
wrong
12.
person. I applied that damage, I applied that as damage instead of healing. And then he's gonna take one of his other tentacles and smack at you. Mac. Okay.
23 hits.
That is 9.
Yeah, that's nothing. I got plenty of HP so
Let me
far.
just see the longsword flourish real quick. He's gonna point his sword at you again. Make another dexterity saving throw.
Another dexterity saving throw. I think I actually do get. I gotta add something for my shield from this one, because
Yes.
the master says just harmful effects in general, so I can add
Yes.
+2.
You can.
Um,
With a +2.
Not that it matters.
You're knocked prone. Again.
Okay.
As he shoots you. 25. 19. One hit again. 21. Miriam. That Death Kiss does not seem to be doing all too well.
Might be worth going with a slightly higher level spell to just hopefully finish it off now. I'm thinking second level Chaos Bolt. That might not be enough, but you know, whatever. It's more damage.
Roll attack.
21.
Roll damage. Wait, let's see. Roll attack. That hits the paladin as well. Oh, that one doesn't
Okay.
bounce. So
the paladin can be force or psychic. Let's go psychic.
and against this guy.
Against the Death Kiss, it has to be fire.
Thank God you didn't roll a 2 5s. Death Kiss is still up, but you do hurt the paladin. Macaroni and cheese.
Wonderful.
Oh, it says I'm at 4 viewers now. That's cool.
Hi, number 4. Going to Lance, the paladin once again.
That hits. That misses.
Mm.
You have advantage, remember?
Oh,
So
you're
that's
right.
1 hit. That's 2 hits. Roll damage. Come on, can't you? Actually, I don't think you actually are physically capable of rolling above a 20. Damn, that sucks.
No, I'm not.
Zoltar the Magnificent is going to do an arcane burst of melee. That misses. That misses. That hits. That's 24 force damage as this Death Kiss just kind of pops.
Like a balloon.
Like he pokes it in the eye and it just goes poof, like a Zelda boss. Falls to the ground and explodes. Wild Paladin. You stood up last turn, right? Macaroni.
Say that one more time.
Make
I
a
did say that
dexterity.
last time.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw +2.
You actually succeed.
Really? Let's go.
You're not knocked prone.
Yay.
And it doesn't say that you take full on it. You take half on a successful save, so you take no damage. Just dodge this. Finally. And he nat ones and rolls a 15. Let me just check the stream to make sure everything's in a good position. Okay, that's good. Merriam-Webster.
Right. So the annoying enemy is dead.
Annoying. He had a lot of health. It's just that the Evoker is doing so much damage, and I didn't expect them to do that much damage. You know? But their multi-attack specifically states their Arcane Burst does, oh, I should be rolling for his recharge, too. His Arcane Burst, he does 3 of those.
Let's go with a
His
frostbite.
CR9.
See if we can impose disadvantage on this guy.
Yep, roll. No, that's my turn to roll. He has advantage because reasons. By reasons, I mean, you know what I mean. He's a paladin.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are no longer grappled, by the way.
Oh, good to know.
Macaroni. Actually, do you want to do anything else in your turn?
I'm good.
Macaroni.
Isn't really worth any more resources, you know?
Understandable. What about you, Mac?
Divine Smite, because I'm getting tired of this guy. And I'm going to Lance.
Roll attack. That hits. That's a crit. You might want to smite on the crit. Roll damage
Oh,
on the
yeah,
first one.
That's the plan. Alright.
7. He's still alive. Roll crit damage with your
Okay.
2d8.
From the smite.
45. Wow.
Is he dead?
Yes. But that's more than 20 damage. An eye appears on his forehead where you stab him. Unlike the death kiss. And that's combat. So, dead guys. You might want to heal up a bit. That is just my suggestion.
I'm fine. I wasn't really hurt that badly.
You might want
come
to heal
on,
your friends a bit.
healing your friend down.
You are the healer, after all.
I cannot heal myself.
I'm gonna search this body for the key he was talking about.
Yeah. Let me just get a picture of what the key looks like.
Partner, you got some healing there? I'm a little
Oh,
low on juice.
yes, I can provide a little bit, I suppose.
A little bit is more than nothing. I appreciate it.
Hmm. Second level. Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what?
that's oh.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. So this
Also,
is what
wait a minute.
this is what the key
Hold
looks
it.
like. What did you roll?
Minimum.
Yep. Why don't we take a short rest real quick?
Oh, something for you to remember, Revan. You have Favored by the Gods, so you can add a D2, D4 to saving throws or missed attack rolls.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm
Nice.
happy to short rest a little bit.
Get my spell slots back. And I get 8 more HP.
It's a boss key from like I think that's a picture from Wind Waker. So, do you all go over to the gates? You know, after Mac decides to roll a few more hit dice,
That's all I have left.
you have 4 hit dice left.
I thought I had none. What?
They're probably from your paladin levels.
Oh, yeah, I got 4 for my paladins. Okay, wonderful. That
Still not enough to bring you to full, but...
Nope, but it's much better.
You notice the large Zelda-like key hole on this door.
I would gained that we put that right in there.
I'm going to, before we open the door up, I'm going to cast a spell.
What spell?
This one.
Do you, close your thing?
Yep.
I should also
Kind
buff
of defeat the
bit.
purpose if I left it open.
I'm also going to cast. I'm gonna cast this on myself because, you know, HP is important, I guess.
Alright.
Of Agathis.
So, I'm going to mark you as invisible. And I'm going to remove your light. As you open the door and walk in, you can do.
I'm probably gonna try to stealth in
I'm gonna
myself.
The
fly
room
in
appears
here.
to be empty.
Oh. Huh.
No way is it actually empty.
I just wanted to say before you start moving,
Oh.
you could be over there. Suddenly a shadowy dragon erupts from the...
Okay.
Everyone that can see this, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's this spell. I know this spell.
Could just be the frightening presence ability that all dragons have.
And roll initiative.
Or, that is a dragon.
And I'm going to play some more boss music. Oh, God. Or more Xenoblade music. Alright, so what were the rolls? You all succeed on the, wisdom save. Merriam-Webster, you are invisible. What do you do?
Probe to see how good it is. At deck saves, but not with acid splash. I'm gonna splash some acid at it, but I'm gonna go for like a more bombastic spell this time around.
Ooh, against the shadowy creature? Alright.
I'm hoping it's not immune to acid. That seems like an odd thing for a red shadow dragon to be immune to.
Alright, I will roll a dex save. Let me just check the features on this thing real quick. It succeeds.
Legendary action, eh?
Possibly. Let me double check
Well,
the wording
now-
on this. It takes none of that.
No, I don't like that. It's just immune to acid?
Who knows? Big Mac.
Maybe I should have
Wonderful.
started with acid splash.
That is a dragon. How can I fight dragon effectively? Oh, I know. Go Red Corundum against Fire Dragon.
Oh god.
Fire Elemental against the
Ah.
Fire Dragon. Ah.
Okay, let me give you your fucking fire elemental.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And let me make you own it.
Haha, nice. I am then going to fly at the dragon and I'm going to stab it in its head.
Roll attack.
Gladly. advantage.
Miss.
And
Miss.
advantage. Ah!
Let me just reread what it says. It pierces it, but something's strange about this dragon.
Fire Elemental is going to slap it.
Okay.
Going to, touch. I believe I can touch it twice. Yes, 2 touch attacks. 1.
Miss. Miss.
Oh no.
It's the shadow. It's Zoltar's turn. Send some arcane burst its way. Miss. 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 Shadow Dragon's turn. Scroll back up a little bit. Play some measured template. Everything in this area, make an intelligence saving throw.
You see, I planned for this one. Is this a magical effect?
Yes, this is a magical effect.
Ah. I had advantage on this then.
You succeed, and he needs to make an int save as well. He does not succeed. As a burst of fire comes out of its mouth.
Well, look at that.
Take half.
Causes an int save?
Yup. And that's that creature's bonus action.
Cannot
As its actual action, does a 26 hit you, Revan? As suddenly, a dragon that was suddenly a dragon magically appears, as if it was invisible.
It has true sight.
It has blind sight.
I don't think I can make a 26 miss, no.
It's 27 piercing and fire.
Hold it before you apply that.
I'll just heal you for the half that you're going to use absorb elements for.
Yeah.
You get 4 health back.
Okay, so that's a total of 23 damage, so it's, what, DC 11 to make the concentration check?
Yes.
Okay, let me just quick reread my features.
Oh yeah, everyone also make a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage. Okay, yeah, so I have advantage on this concentration check.
You succeed.
And I will attempt the wisdom save.
You are not frightened of the dragon?
Can I add my +2 to this one?
Yes. You are. The elemental is frightened of the dragon.
That was totally planned.
I mean, it is a red dragon. There's not much a fire elemental is going to be able to do to this.
Nope. Wisdom saving throw +2.
And you are also not frightened.
Hallelujah.
Miss and... Miss. I mean, actually, wait. No, that hits because you cast Absorb Elements. And that's 19 extra bludgeoning damage to Miriam.
Concentration check.
DC is 10. Yeah. And that's Rivenmaw's turn. I can remove the Shadow Dragon now.
So that's why it was unaffected by my spell. It wasn't real.
Yeah, no. I like dragons that can cast spells,
Yeah.
See, I saw something called Shadow Dragon, and I assumed you meant it was like a Shadow Dragon, like the stat block template.
No, it's just, Illusory Dragon. The 8th level spell.
I know what that one is.
Merriam-Webster.
But
This dragon
So
can
the
see
first-
you.
Yeah, that's apparent. So the first thing I want to do
I
is...
had... Sorry. I was just gonna say, I had this planned, and I'm like, oh fuck, he took the Lantern of Revealing. I can't have the dragon jump one of them. And then you said you cast Greater Invisibility. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, the dragon can jump one of them. That would hit!
It's a crit. 34 lightning.
Yeah, he has to make like a DC 17 con save. I think. Am I doing my math right?
Yeah, that's half of 34.
He succeeds. Wait, no. Why does he need to make a con save? Hold on a sec. I was gonna say... Oh wait, no. That's why. Yep, Angie ran away.
Yeah, that's definitely the point. The point of doing that, and... Okay, this time I'm gonna cast Misty Step. As a, just to get, like, even further away from this thing.
Alright, are you going up into the air or something? Or staying on the ground?
Oh, I'm definitely in the air here.
How high?
I don't know, how high does the room go?
It reaches to the sky.
Oh! Let's say like 60 feet high. I'm pretty sure that's the furthest away I can get.
Alright, with,
I
He
have
can't...
no idea.
You have no idea if he can still see you or not. Big Mac.
Alright. Can I inspect the Shadow Dragon and see if it's an illusion?
Can you see if the dragon is an illusion?
I mean, is this Shadow Dragon still here, or no?
Yes, it is still here.
I would like to inspect the Shadow Dragon to see if it's an illusion.
You can use your action to examine it by making an investigation check.
Wonderful. I'll do that then.
You do not know.
Alright. This dragon seems very dragon. That's my turn. I can't do much else. Actually, I will work. Nah. Alright, that'll be it.
I was just say, Zolthar realizes, he's like, Shadow or real dragon? Real dragon. I don't know a dragon's AC, but I don't think any of those hit. It's Rivenmaw's turn.
So, what's the dragon do?
Let's find out. First of all, he's gonna shoot up into the air. as well as move forward a bit.
That's another dragon.
He's gonna move
Just
more
means-
towards the center.
Flying up into the...
And he can see you again.
Okay, so 60 feet is at least far enough to escape the blind... the fucking blind sight, whatever.
Yes.
Good to know.
You know what? He doesn't want to rely on his blind sight. He's gonna cast a second level spell.
Spellcasting dragons are my worst nightmare, I've decided.
Alright, he can see you again.
That's just fucking annoying. Well, at least that takes up its action.
Yup. Suddenly, behind the fire elemental.
Is there another dragon?
No, a wraith appears.
Why?
Why?
Because you like horsemen? Wraiths, I mean.
I could just have it create. He's gonna attack the fire elemental. .23 hit. Yes.
Sure.
It's gonna take that much damage.
And how much damage does it take from fire?
Let's find out. Roll D10.
1. My fire elemental is useless.
Miriam.
Yeah, this wasn't a really good fight to bring a fire elemental to. What with the red dragon?
Oh, the dragon also got his bonus action, but I forgot about it, so we'll let it slide. Oh my god,
Okay.
I'm so sorry, chat.
What happened?
It wasn't focused on the fight. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Jay.
my god.
Boy.
Well, since
I'm
The
a big
dragon
dumb idiot.
the dragon is in fact so high up, I'll just cast
sorry.
Vitriolic Sphere on it. Hopefully the real one this time.
Yes. Let me just check if there's anything this dragon can do about that. There is something you can do about that.
Oh god, does he have counterspell?
Yes.
God, I hate that spell so fucking much.
This dragon exists to be the bane of everyone's existence.
Well, is gonna have to make an ability check.
Oh, that is true. What check is it again? It is...
Spellcasting ability, so it's not a skill check.
He succeeds.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, well, I guess I just don't get to do anything for this fight. Counterspell is the worst fucking thing to give an NPC.
Big Mac. There's a bigger dragon as well that you could go after.
There is a... I don't want a metagame, though. I don't know that one of the Yes,
The
I
thing
do
you've
have
been
one.
attacking has been doing nothing.
Yeah, yep.
The griffin
This
can
is-
fly straight to it.
This isn't
Wonderful.
metagaming at this point, dude. If you haven't figured out it's an illusion yet,
Yeah.
Like, your
nice.
character doesn't know it's an illusion, but you strongly suspect it might. You don't get the effects of knowing it's an illusion.
Yeah. Alright, we will attack dragon. Advantage.
Miss.
Advantage.
Hit.
Cool. I'm gonna smite with one of those.
Roll damage.
Let's see.
You gotta roll really high to make him drop his concentration on the illusion.
Alright, here we go. Vanishing smite.
Are you going
Roll.
to do a normal smite on top of that as well?
Sure. Why not?
So that's 26 plus
That.
plus
Oh, that's
2d8.
Hold on. Let me pull out the yeah, I'll just roll 2d8.
Still succeeds his save. But but that does seriously wound him.
Is that a big lunk of scale, you overgrown snake?
Zoltar's just gonna blow him up.
Good. Oh wait, hold on, my fire elemental gets to go.
Oh yeah, roll attack.
Yeah, we're gonna... Does a 22 hit?
Let me check. Yes.
Takes 15 damage.
15 damage?
And is going to walk into the wraith space.
Alright. He's gonna take a legendary action.
Oh.
I need you and your griffin to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a magic? No, it's not a magical thing.
So there's your griffin, so you can make your dex save.
Thank you. Wait, hold on, I can add +2 to that. Make that a 21.
That still fails. And your griffin?
Oh.
This is going to probably hurt one of you a lot.
It takes 25 cold damage as it hits me because of Armor of Agathis.
Alright, put that in chat. Okay. I'll do it then. I accidentally rolled 2d5.
Dash out 25. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do that. I forgot. Cool.
It's bloodied, and you and your griffin both fall prone. And begin
No.
falling.
No. We got this, lad. We've been through harder
Thankfully,
problems.
you're probably high enough up to where you won't immediately fall into the lava.
That's a relief.
Let me just check prone real quick. Yeah, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna angle this straight down at the people who just attacked him. Make a dexterity saving throw.
At disadvantage because I'm prone?
This prone does not impose disadvantage.
Huh. Nice.
Oh.
Okay, I'll roll for Griffin now.
Your griffin gets advantage because of, you know. This is a magical effect, by the way.
Oh, it is?
I will say it is, because this is going to
would mean-
seriously hurt.
I get advantage on that.
So roll once more.
+2.
Oh no. And the Griffin?
You said the Griffin gets advantage?
Yes. Still no.
Still?
I think your Griffin takes like half the damage because you're being your mount or something like that. I don't know.
I hope.
Yeah, I hope, because your Griffin's taking, a lot.
Only 32. I'll take that.
You're taking 64, though.
Yep. I'm squishy damage man though, so it's okay.
It's the Wraith's turn, who is inside the Fire Elemental. The Wraith takes 4 damage. Alright, it's Miriam's turn. What'd you say?
I don't even know what I can even do.
It probably won't counterspell every turn. It has other uses for those spell slots.
Yeah, well, I was willing to do that on a 4th level spell.
It doesn't know what spell you're casting.
Yeah, that is true. I wonder if I could bait a counterspell with a cantrip and then quicken a very high level spell.
Do you want to attempt that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Alright, he's gonna fall for it.
You fool! You absolute buffoon!
I just realized it is zoomed... Because you decided to send the talk message, it has been zoomed in on the Griffin. Chat, I am... Once again, I am sorry, chat.
This is a spell I almost cast on the Death Kiss.
Disintegrate?
Disintegrate, yeah.
Just, hope it actually fails, because this doesn't take half if it succeeds.
That's true. But it's a lot of damage. Ah, damn it.
Can I impose disadvantage in any way? Is there anything
You are
I can do
falling out of the sky.
Is there anything I can do within my spells that is a reaction to impose disadvantage?
Not close enough.
Oh, you know what? I can attempt that again later with an upcasted spell.
8th level disintegrate.
The next one I'll do will be 7th level, not 8th level.
Wait, what level is disintegrate?
It's 6.
Oh, it is.
So I can do that I can attempt that a total of 3 times.
And it does more damage the more times you attempt it.
Yep.
Zolthar. Lightning bolt. Dragons are fairly durable and good at dodging. I just realized I skipped Big Mac. Big Mac.
Wonderful. Mac and cheese. Can I recover from falling, me and my Griffin?
Yes.
Cool.
You know, it's also worth noting that as an 8th level spell, I happen to know Dominate Monster. Now, I don't really like my chances of getting it with this dragon. I'm pretty sure they're good at wisdom saves, and also we're fighting it, so it would have advantage. But imagine if I were able to pull that off.
That would be crazy. You're going to catch yourself, fly back up, and try it again?
Of course.
Roll attack. Miss. Hit. Actually,
Nice.
wait. This is what Revan... Wait. It hasn't taken its turn yet. It can't do that. You did good, Revan.
Nice.
What? You know you can just
21
add
damage.
the 5d10 onto another thing, right?
Huh?
You can just... Don't worry about it. Roll your normal damage.
Oh yeah, you're right. I can't do that. Can I
Cool.
do that? And that is my turn.
Does he get his recharge breath back? Yes, he does.
I want to burn the wraith with my fire
So
elemental.
after your turn, make another dexterity saving throw.
After
Those
okay.
both miss.
Yep. +2 advantage.
You are not knocked prone. Take half of 14 damage as it quickly flaps its wings at you.
Cool. I'm gonna make the same saving throw for my griffin.
Yeah? You're good.
Okay.
It's its turn. And as I just told you...
I'm going to die. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, it's out of 8th level slots. Oh, you know what it's gonna do?
Breath attack?
It's gonna cast a 9th level spell.
Oh. Do you have a counterspell, Revan?
I do not.
Oh.
The dragon is gone.
That fucks with my plans a little bit, but I do still have options.
Cool.
I don't.
So, dragon. So, you know how that wraith just appeared?
Yeah,
Onyx, did you actually watch the D&D movie?
I did.
Oh, then you should be familiar with. There might be a reason why that wraith appeared.
Hey, no spoilers. I haven't seen it, and we don't know if chat has.
I have no idea where the wraith appeared. I'll keep a square with you.
Yeah, cool. There may have been something else in this room that has been invisible this entire time.
I hate you.
As a wizard pops up, shoots you for 26. Is that hit?
On me?
Yes.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, that's 29 necrotic damage.
Screw you.
You know you can heal yourself, right?
With lay on hands?
Hey, you can give yourself 20 HP as an action.
I did not know that. No.
And then the other ones are gonna go towards the other wizard. Both of those hit. This looks like the wizard he described to you. He's bloodied now. The Wraith. Roll a D10, Onyx.
Yeah, sure, 1d10. Is Armor of Agathis only...
It's only for one
melee?
hit.
Ah.
He takes 1 damage. Merriam-Webster.
Okay.
This wizard can't see you, I'd like to remind.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
He does not have blind sight, and you are also really high above him. He also
Let's start
upcasted his invisibility. He's the one who
Okay.
invisibled the dragon.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast a spell at him then. I'm gonna start with a probing attack, and also, like, I'm hoping
You
if
have
the dragon
advantage.
tries to Yeah, I'm hoping that the dragon, if it tries to counterspell me, will go after the first one.
He doesn't seem to care. Right now, the
Okay.
dragon is speaking directly to Big Mac. And he's just taunting you. Constantly. Insulting you. for being a whiny little bitch.
Okay, so that's going to be 8 fire damage for
Which
the,
he will take.
And now I will Quicken spell. I'm probably going to keep doing that until I'm out of meta magic points, and then I might wind up fucking burning spell slots to do it some more.
You could also just...
He probably has the book. I probably can't just disintegrate him.
The book might not
Do
be
it.
on him.
Disintegrate him. Get rid of him.
What kind of save does he need to make for disintegrate? It's con, right?
It's Dex.
Dex?
Yeah, it's physically dodging the beam.
Alright, who knows?
Fail, fail, fail.
You know, now that the dragon is, like, immune to damage, I kind of want to save my 7th level slot to try and plane shift it.
You should. That would be great.
Choose a creature within your reach and make a melee spell attack. On a hit, the creature must make a charisma saving throw. And if it fails... I need to pick a good plane to send it to. Normally I default to the plane of fire, but this is a red dragon.
He'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah, if I...
But how much the plane of ice?
He'd probably hate that.
What about... quasi-elemental plane of vacuum?
That would be evil, but yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna fly up into melee, and I'm gonna try and plane shift this fucker.
Roll attack. Remember, you have to hit. And he has to fail a charisma.
I'm aware. Damn it! There's no way
Unfortunate.
that hits. Why did he have to cast the invisibility?
Do you have a
Well,
coin?
it wouldn't matter anyways, because I'm in melee.
Do we have coins in this one?
Yes.
That's a good question.
I will say
yeah,
yes.
Okay, then I'm definitely flipping mine here.
That would hit, but he has to fail a charisma save. Unfortunately, dragons are good at charisma.
Darn it.
And unfortunately, he's going to use a legendary action.
Don't like that.
Make it everyone within 10 feet of him make a dexterity saving throw as he just flaps his wings one more time.
Shit.
TBK, here we come.
You are all knocked prone again and take 17 damage.
Make another concentration check, not...
Yeah, you still succeed. So you are falling. So
I'll have to
you can
correct that on my turn.
You can catch yourself on your turn.
Thankfully, I'm definitely high enough up that I'm not going to be hitting the lava before then.
Yep. Yeah, he's just gonna detonate this guy. That is a failure. And that is 43 lightning damage. And he's knocked prone. There's a loud explosion of lightning just happens.
Go get him, Salt.
That's not my name.
Alright, Salty.
Rivenmaw gets to go.
Oh no.
He can cast. I gave him True Strike because I thought that would be funny.
Make a cast True Strike. Do it. Yeah.
I mean, it would be funny.
Cool. The dragon looks at. It's gonna look at you this turn. And it's gonna utter a word. As you start feeling immense pain.
Oh, fuck.
It's a cast Power Word Pain.
No, it's not the worst power word to be hit with.
I mean, it doesn't have any 9th level spell slots anymore. Or 8th
Target
level.
also has disadvantage on saving throws other than Constitution saving throws. Finally, if the target tries to cast this spell, it must first succeed a Constitution saving throw, or the casting fails. The target suffers this. It can make a con save at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the pain ends. And at DC 14, and me with my +9, there's a good chance I can pull that off.
Yep, it
I'm
happens at the
reacting
end of
to
your
that.
turn, though. And he's gonna fly...
Yes.
And this guy's gonna fly... Oh, wait, no. Not
In
120.
reaction stab.
You have disadvantage.
Oh.
You're
Which is-
prone.
Ah.
Also,
which is
he's
prone for
invulnerable. So that does nothing.
You're right. Alright, that's my... Yep, my bad.
He's gonna fly 140 feet into the air, total.
Dragon just gonna fuck off and leave.
Who knows? Maybe he didn't sign up for this. I forgot to reveal the Dragon Wizard in initiative. I accidentally moved the... No, I didn't. Okay. Moved it on my screen.
Yeah, he might be slightly freaking out now that he realizes that I can plane shift him.
Yeah.
And of course, he doesn't know how many times I can still do that, but I could still attempt it again.
Yep.
So he'd better fucking run.
And he's just standing there like... Where are you going? He's gonna hurl a necrotic strike at you and the other wizard. Miss. 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 His wraith gets to go. Wait, he's also gonna stand up. Yeah, you heard the dragon just kind of turn around and be like, "Later, asshole."
He probably decided that the quasi-elemental plane of vacuum was not a great place to wind up right now.
Probably.
Which is something I say out loud, by the way.
Good. Do you wish to pick yourself up as you fall? Like
Yeah,
about 10...
no, I do not.
You are, like, dropped about... I'm pretty sure you'd be about, like, 30
I
feet off the
believe
ground now, or something like that?
Yeah, I believe it's like 30 feet a turn you fall, so yeah.
You're 30 feet off the ground right now, above the pool of
Okay,
lava.
so because of the effects of the power word pain, I don't want to spend too high a spell slot here. So I guess I'll try Fireball.
Alright, let's double check power word pain. Make a con save. You succeed.
Okay. Now, Buddy
He
needs
succeeds.
barely. So that's going to be half of 33, but that's alright. This was mostly just so that I didn't accidentally waste a higher level spell slot.
Make a con save.
Yep. Saving throw, normal.
That beats
20.
this guy's DC. Oh, wait, the dragon's DC. Yeah, the dragon's the one that counts.
Yeah, thankfully, I already know it beats the DC because I saw the DC.
Yep. Oh, wow, that's surprisingly low.
Oh, yeah, also,
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
this
make
is the
sure
dragon's magic DC.
I'm not floating where I was before, just in case, dude over here decides to, try to retaliate from where he heard me taunting him.
It would be so easy just to outright kill Big Mac right here.
Do it.
Big Mac, it's
No
your
balls.
turn. Oops, I accidentally unplugged my monitor. That's not...
Get over here, Dragon Man. I'm gonna kill you.
Did the Twitch stream suffer because of that at all? Doesn't look like it.
I'm out of funny spells. Actually, no. What 6th level spell do I want to be my... Is 86 isn't that much damage. No. I'm gonna summon a fiend.
All the summoning today.
Yes, I want a Chogoloth.
No, it summons
Hello.
its own custom stat block.
It says when I cast, I choose Demon, Devil, or Yugoloth. I want the Yugoloth that has the most HP.
Oh, yeah. Here's your fiendish spirit.
I love him. Does it? It shares my initiative count. Cool. It is going to attack.
Alright, how much health does it get?
50.
50?
Yep.
Alright, you can use its claws. So you get 3
Alright.
attacks.
Nice.
It's...
We'll start with the bite.
I thought you said you were Yugoloth.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. You're right. I thought that's it. Yep.
Roll attack. Why is it getting negative?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, okay, so here's what... I need you to make a ranged spell attack. Multiple ranged spell attacks.
Me?
Yes.
With what?
Roll 3 Eldritch Blast attacks.
Got it.
Hit. Hit, hit.
Is that the damage for the attacks of the Yugoloth?
Those are the attack rolls.
Cool. Then I will do Yugoloth damage.
Alright, a d6 plus... That's a lot. Wizard's
Yes.
bloodied.
You grow close to death. Then this guy's gonna
So
get
do
burned.
I. Oh my god, he gets his explosion back. I know I keep skipping your fire elemental, but fuck you. That's why.
I deal the damage anyway.
So that's a decent amount of damage as you actually hit this time.
And it is 8 for then. It's a D10.
It takes that 8 on the start of its next turn. Rivenmaw. He's just leaving. It is not wise to stay.
Good, get the fuck out of here, loser.
Dragon Wizard. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw real quick?
Me?
Yeah, and I hope you roll good on it.
Is it magical?
Yes. You succeed.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That still might knock you down. Which might just kill you. Because that's what it does.
Oh.
Oof. Yeah. Actually, it says killed. You're just down.
Oh. Okay.
You are unconscious.
My griffin.
Wait, this race should be having disadvantage. You're in the fucking sun. I accidentally rolled that as advantage. Miriam.
What should I do?
Oh, I forgot to roll the damage for Zoltar. And put this back into the chat. Dragon Wizard saves, takes half of 45. It is now your turn.
Okay, so the question here is, do I fly down and try to save Mac with a bit of healing, or do I try to take down the wizard?
If you don't, the wizard will just do it again.
Yeah, and he can't see me, which means he might just spend his turn attacking Mac while he's downed. I might have to just finish him off.
Yeah.
But I only have one spell really powerful enough to do that.
Are you gonna try it?
I am still worried I might disintegrate the book.
Do you want to try it, though?
Yes, yes I do. Okay, 8th level disintegrate.
Roll damage.
I see he already failed, so enjoy your 88 force damage.
He had 32 health left.
This was literally the lowest level version
I
of
know.
the spell I was even capable of casting.
Like you said, you got to use your 8th level spell slot like you wanted to. Oh wait, why did I put a dead symbol? He's gone. Okay. Oh hey, and that can coincide with the music ending too. Big Mac. Make a death save.
Oh no. Death save.
Should have been private, but yeah, that succeeds.
Oh, my bad.
The Wraith and the Fire Elemental are just gonna keep fighting. Webster, what do you do?
Okay, now I'm going to drop down. Let me actually remove the altitude. I will heal him.
I appreciate it.
Roll minimum.
It it was minimum.
You're on the ground.
What about my griffin?
You're on your griffin.
Well, that was something.
There is no wizard next to you, by the way. It's just kind of gone.
Uh,
No dragon either.
You don't even see the person who healed you.
what's going on?
Oh, we won.
And there's still that wraith around, but
Yeah, you
it's
wake up
busy.
and just everything's gone except for the fucking wraith and fire elemental beating each other up on the other side of the room. Yeah, we won. The wizard is right over there. And I am pointing at the pile of dust, even though you can't actually see it.
This stuff, I'm gonna lean in and like sniff it.
Yep.
Ugh.
Okay, you
Right.
snort the wizard's ashes.
Ugh. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. Well, I mean, it was my intention, but it was not a good intention. Did we get Salty's wizard magic book yet?
Um, we did not recover it, so if he
You
had it on him,
notice
it might
something
be gone.
falling down from where the dragon left?
Oh, I'll try to catch it so it doesn't land in the lava.
Yeah, you can catch it. It's like a spell book.
What is it? I'll
Oh
I'll
yeah,
add behind Zoltar and
like a crystalline heart just pops out of the wizard and just lands on Mac. Just sort of stands up and is like, "I got a heart piece." You regain all your health, as well
Oh,
as an extra 10, I guess,
nice.
because you got
That
a
was
heart
weird.
piece from Zelda for killing the boss.
Sick.
Zoltar. I think I might have gotten your book.
Just kind of looks around. Where are you?
I'm behind you.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm
oh,
still invisible. Here, I'll just try to, and I'll just try to nudge him with the book
oh,
so he can like physically
yeah.
grab it.
And he's like, yes. Ah, this is my spellbook.
Well then, mission accomplished.
Yes. When we get back to the city, I can help you get that magic item made for.
Excellent.
Offward and onward.
And that's the end of the game. You have
Oh,
fun?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty fun.
I've never gotten to use a dragon, ancient red, or an adult red dragon before. I forgot these things have lair actions.
I'm happy you did.
Oh yeah, this dragon knew spells like True Strike.
You should have made it use True Strike. I'll keep it square with
I
you.
would have, but it had invulnerability up when I thought of using it.
Hmm.
The True Strike is concentration.
I am still a bit disappointed I couldn't plane shift him,
Same.
but oh
But
well.
now you have a
That
recurring enemy who won't show up until you guys are like high enough level to actually stand a chance. He also had Fireball. Ooh, you want to know another spell this dragon knew? It knew
what?
Fly. It knew Fly.
What?
I remember I was looking through the spell options, and I noted fly, and I almost picked that until I remembered I was playing a fucking Owlin.
I also had it take Watery Sphere, Wall of Fire, Ice Storm, Fire Shield, Telekinesis, Wall of Force, Arcane Gate, Chain Lightning, Finger of Death, Teleport, Power Word Kill, Maze, and this is the one, if it had spell slots remaining, it straight up could have just killed one of you by Power Word stunning you right when you were above the lava.
Oh. Yeah.
Power word kill.
Now, it didn't have Power Word Kill. It had Invulnerability was its single 9th level spell. Power Word Stun was the one that would more painful. Can't pick yourself up. It also had Shatter and Blur, which I forgot to make a cast. Yeah, that's right where the stream is gonna end. I'm gonna switch to my thanks for watching screen. Hope people who are watching this had a good time.
My pancake boy.
Okay, so just, let me know when it's safe to
Not